Hello, Loveland Magazine. Cassie here, and I am somewhere very exciting today. I am at the new location of Life Food Pantry right here at Shoppers Haven across the street from Loveland Elementary. I have the executive director here today, Linda Bergholz. How are you doing today?
Good morning. We're very excited today.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. So, Linda, I want to get right into it.
Great.
Let's talk about this new location. Why did you decide to move, and how did you get this opportunity?
Well, believe it or not, COVID gave us this opportunity because we were in a lovely smaller space in the back of Prince of Peace Lutheran Church. We've been there for many, many years. It's a great little location. The church was really, really supportive and encouraging. When COVID hit, it was like, dear, what are we going to do? Because there was not enough space to serve clients. But since the church was not able to hold services at that time, they let us use what's called the PLC, the Parish Life Center.
Okay.
And so we were able to have clients come up and serve them at the car, in the roundabout, and we spaced all of our produce and our meats and our products out throughout the gymnasium. However, they have a beautiful little preschool called Pop Preschool. Prince of Peace Kids.
Yes.
That is starting on September 14th.
Okay.
Which means we would no longer be able to use that facility because they have to have that big gym space for the kids to run around and let off steam and do this kind of thing.
Which makes sense.
Which is very, very logical.
Yes.
And we've always shared the space very well.
Yes.
However, looking at the 220 square feet pantry that we had, we realized we could not go back into a pantry that size.
No.
Because we can't have a 6 foot distance because there isn't 6 foot by the time you have shelves.
Right.
So we couldn't have the people that we needed to fill the bags and to service the clients in a space like that. So the time had come that we knew that we had to move. Fortunately, because of COVID, people have been very generous and good donations have come in and we've gotten a lot of support. Loveland has more support in this community than any place I've ever lived in my life.
Amen to that.
It is just a remarkable place. And so it was a blessing in a way that COVID hit when it did because it forced us to say, okay, it's time to move and start looking for spaces. We wanted to be centrally located for our clients because many of our clients live within walking distance of here.
Right.
Well, the schools are right there, the elementary, the primary school.
Perfect for that, yeah.
Exactly. The library is here. The BMV is here. The laundromat is here, the Dollar General is here. And so we wanted to be somewhere close to the majority of housing that our clients live in.
Right.
That they could walk if they needed to, because unfortunately we do have clients that have to walk. They don't have a car, or they don't have a license, and so we had to be somewhere that was accessible.
Right.
And we had looked at this property a couple of years back and just decided, well, the time isn't right. We don't want to take the money away from other things, but now the time was right, and Shoppers Haven has been remarkable working with us. We have a great rate on this property. We have almost 2,000 square feet here.
It's huge.
It's huge, yeah, and
it's
when
beautiful.
you look back there, it is huge, and you came on a great day because today is the start of moving things in, and you can see on the floor here, we're starting the layout of where things are going to go before all the food comes over, and so we're very, very excited because this is something we've been dreaming about for years, but just have not been able to do until now. So if anything comes as a blessing from COVID, this is what happened.
A blessing in disguise is what we call
it, right?
That's
Exactly
start of
what
something
you
new.
call it, the start of something new.
Yeah.
Because we feel it's very important that clients be able to choose their own food items.
Right.
Right now, we have to pre-bag everything, and they have to be served in their car. And we do the best that we can, but we can't take personal preferences. Everything has to be just kind of, well, this is a bag, and this is what we have.
Right.
This will now become what's called a choice pantry.
Okay.
And that means that the clients will come in and actually shop.
I like that language, the choice. Yes.
That's right. And you know, when you think about it, this has been something that's been very important to us. Of all the things that you have in your life, food is such a basic necessity. You ought to be able to choose the food that you eat.
Right. No matter what your finances are like.
No matter what your finances are, choosing your food should be just a given.
Yes.
And in many food pantries, it's not possible.
Right.
And during COVID, it was not possible. We did the best we could of giving a broad selection of items, but people couldn't say, oh, I really don't like pork, or I really don't like beef. You know, we made up meat bags and we gave them what we could, and our motto was, if you don't eat it, just share it with somebody who needs it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the best we could do. But now our clients will be able to come in, and we will have a shopper that shops with them.
Right.
And we're moving to a Costco and Aldi type service in that they'll
Beautiful.
go around, and at the end there's a packing station. For the last 6 months, we've given them recyclable bags.
Yes.
And so now they'll be able to bring their own bags and pack their
That
own
is awesome.
food the way they want to have it
Right,
packed.
right.
Which, if you're a picky grocery shopper like
I am. I'm
it's
vegan,
like,
so I'm very picky.
put my refrigerator things all together.
Right,
I don't
right.
want to find my sour cream 3 hours later.
Right.
So we're very excited about the fact that we can be a choice pantry.
Yeah. There is.
This is Audrey.
Hello, Audrey.
Is
How
our
are ya?
financial coordinator.
Financial coordinator. Audrey, you're on Loveland Magazine right now. Say hello to the people.
Well, thank you.
And tell them what you do.
Okay, so mostly I handle requests for financial assistance from the
Okay.
community.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here
Yeah.
and thanks for your services. We appreciate
Well,
it.
Yes.
And
Well,
we're
thank you
excited.
for being here.
Definitely.
And we're just doing a lot of heavy lifting right now, so this is a very exciting time for us.
Awesome. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much, and we'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Let
I'm
you
gonna
do your
take
thing.
this paperwork
Yeah,
away.
go ahead. Awesome. Now, Linda,
Yes.
there is something that I am curious about. You know, I have followed Life Food Pantry for some time
Yes, you
now,
have.
and I do want to know when did it start? When was the year, and who helped create Life Food Pantry? Because it wasn't always around. So
It
who
wasn't
did this?
always around, and your actual editor and publisher and chief over here probably knows the year that it started, because that was long before I was involved.
Okay.
But I do know that we became a nonprofit organization in 2003.
Oh,
We
wow.
were founded before that, but
Okay.
we became nonprofit in 2003. So that's kind of the number that we use.
And when
as
did
where
you
we
start,
started.
Linda?
I started in 13.
Okay, and you
2013.
took the position of executive right away, or did you kind of just build?
For about a year prior to that,
Okay.
so starting in 2012, I began volunteering and pretty quickly moved up into what's called a lead position, which is the person that runs the shift
Oh,
whenever
awesome.
we're open. And then when the executive director decided that she was going to be a snowbird and moved to Florida to spend more time with her mother, I was tapped to come on as executive director.
Okay.
I think it's because I'm bossy.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, I am. And it works out really well.
Yeah.
So I took over in 2013.
Okay.
And it's been very, very exciting, and not without its own challenges. You know, you're working from a small space.
Right.
You have to get real creative. At the end of every shift, we play Tetris and put all the carts and everything back in our little space. And so
Right.
now I'm looking at this going, holy cow, we have so much room. I guarantee it'll be filled really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But this gives us an opportunity that we didn't have before, in that we will get people that will call and say, we have a skid of vegetables that we'd like to donate. I'm sorry, we can't take a skid of vegetables because we didn't have room for 1,000 cans. Now I can say, bring them down.
Bring 'em on
We
down.
have plenty of room
Right.
and plenty of shelves to put them.
Now, the building blocks are pretty amazing, Loveland. 2013, a 220 square foot space, and now it's 2020, 2,000 square feet. That shows you right now the passion that Linda has for Loveland, as well as her team. That's really inspirational. So tell the people how they can help. How can they volunteer? I know you said that there's high schoolers, there's elementary. Tell them about what all these kids have been doing for
Yes.
you and how other people can get involved.
Absolutely. So we have service groups through the high school that can sign up to help do a variety of things. We have a back to school program called Student Life Shop, where the kids get backpacks filled with school supplies
Oh, wow.
and Spirit Wear t-shirts and socks and underwear and all the personal care things that they'll need for going back to school and getting a good start. And put a plug in for RP Diamond here, because they're the ones that do our
love
Spirit
RP
Wear.
Diamond.
They do our Spirit Wear, and it's exactly the same Spirit Wear that they sell to the kids
Wow.
at Loveland schools. And so it's not a case of, oh, we know who those kids are because they have different. No, you
They're the
can
same.
tell everything's the same. And that's really, really valuable to our clients, that they are treated as just another person in the community.
Right.
And not segregated by the stigma of food pantries. Because Why should there be a stigma? Everyone has to eat.
Right.
Some people need help from time to time. That's why we have so many magnificent volunteers that help. In fact, John Dahlquist is one of our magnificent volunteers to help.
Hello, John.
Say hi, John.
Hi.
And John is the son of one of our, what we call the dream team. We have
Oh,
kind of
wow.
a core of people
Yeah.
that we call the dream team.
Yeah.
And they're the people that kind of organize and run the day-to-day operations and kind of direct all the volunteers in what we're doing.
Okay.
So we always need help actually running the pantry, stocking the shelves, sorting the produce and meat when it comes in, bagging the groceries prior to this,
Right.
but putting pre-made bags of some things together, because some items such as potatoes, sweet potatoes, onions, things like that will be pre-bagged, and then if someone gets them, they're already portioned out.
Right.
So if somebody chooses them, they don't have to pick out 6 apples.
Right.
They're already packaged for
Okay.
them. So those are always opportunities. Holding food drives. That's a great opportunity to have. You can contact, most neighborhoods have a neighborhood, like an email or something
Okay.
through their HOA.
Yeah.
They can set that up and collect at the doorstep and then bring it in. We need people to date check. We need people to sort product. And then at Christmas time and Hanukkah, we have something called the Giving Shop.
Yes,
where
that's awesome.
It's very awesome. It's so exciting. And the clients come and they shop for the gifts for their families.
Right.
All of our programs are free. We
Okay.
do not charge a dime for any of our programs. Everything is donated. And everything that we get goes back to the clients. We don't sell anything. We don't, get rid of things.
Yes.
We're even, Dave will be excited about this, we're even starting not only recycling, but composting in the back.
Oh,
So
yeah, we
when
love the compost, too.
Exactly. So when we
Yes.
have fruits and vegetables that are getting too old
Right.
and they can't be used, instead of throwing them in the trash, they go in the compost.
Wow.
Some of the compost will go to Granny's Gardens, who is very, very generous about giving us produce from their gardens.
Right.
Some of it will go to a couple of other places, so we'll have a place for the compost to go as well.
Right.
So we're just so excited. And if we had volunteers that wanted to come and turn the compost bin a couple times a week, that would work beautifully too.
And they can, I know I've been on your website. They can go on
Yes.
your website.
They can go on our website.
And what's your website?
www.lifefoodpantry.org.
Okay.
And then we have Facebook.
Your Facebook
of
page.
course. And we have Twitter and we have Instagram.
Okay.
You name it as a social media, you can find us. A lot of people donate gift cards instead
Okay.
of food because they'll say, well, I didn't know what you really
Right.
needed. We love gift cards.
Yeah.
You don't have time to shop or you don't know what to buy.
Right.
Give us a gift card. We'll go do the purchasing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we can get better deals.
Okay.
Because we're the food pantry, we get discounts and things like that.
Right.
I have to say that one of the biggest supporters we have is the Free Store Food Bank.
Okay.
And we are an affiliate of the Free Food Store. And that's really, really important.
Yeah.
Because they have been a huge support as far as grant money for freezers and refrigerators. And I can't wait till all those things come and you can come in and see
I know.
the rows of freezers and refrigerators.
Speaking of that too, when do you think you'll have this location up and running? I know it'll be a guesstimate, but when do you think? Just so the people kind of get excited,
September the 10th.
Okay.
Which is Thursday, is the first projected day that we will be serving from here.
Yay.
We're hoping for a ribbon cutting ceremony that you're
Okay.
going to want to come, of
Oh,
course,
yes,
and record.
absolutely.
A ribbon cutting ceremony the day before, on Wednesday the 9th. We'll set up a time and we'll
Okay.
let you know. And then that's the plan, is we will have everything in place and we will start serving on September the 10th.
Oh my
and we are
gosh.
going to then have extended hours.
Okay.
So temporarily, we're going to have the same hours that we've had, but starting in October, we're going to 5 days a week instead of 3 days a week.
Okay.
So we're very excited about that as
Okay.
well, that we will be here more frequently to serve the
Awesome.
clients than we were able to before.
Okay. This is so exciting, Loveland. I just want everybody to know that this place is going to be ready to go on September 10th, and we
We
want
are.
everybody to come out and volunteer. We want everybody to put their hands in the cookie jar, right?
Yes.
And Linda, thank you so much
You know,
for doing what you're doing.
Well,
it's
thank you.
very inspirational, and it really tells a lot about Loveland as a whole.
it does tell a lot about Loveland and the surrounding communities, because we have volunteers that come from outside the community too that are church members in Loveland.
Right.
We're supported by 13 different congregations and a ton of businesses, and I could not do my job if I didn't have all of these people that you see coming in and out, and another 100.
Wow. Now, what I like to do at the end of interviews,
Just hug me.
well, I wish, COVID hug, right? But speak to the people. I like people to look right into that camera, speak to the community, and let them know why you love Loveland and why you're doing what you're doing today.
I can do that. I'm a teacher and I'm a parent, so I can talk to anybody. Loveland, we cannot tell you how grateful we are for the support, particularly during this time of COVID, that we have had from the businesses, the neighborhoods, the surrounding community, but Loveland itself has banded together and done food drives and has done gift card drives and have dropped off produce from their gardens. And everything that you do to support the people in our community that are not always as fortunate. They've lost a job, they've lost a spouse, they're on their own. These things happen to all of us, and it could happen to anyone at any time. And so the support that you have given us during this time and for all the years before, and we hope for all the years going forward, we cannot thank you enough.
All right, Loveland, you heard it here first. Life Food Pantry, Shoppers Haven, right across the street from Loveland Elementary, opening on September 10th. Be here, do your good deed for the day or the week or every day. It's up to you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Yeah, we are.